Today we're comparing San Antonio and Austin off of 5 major metrics: jobs, housing, traffic, things to do, and a 5th metric that you definitely don't want to be on the wrong side of. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. The job scenes between these two cities are drastically different. Austin is much more tech, corporate, and government oriented, with big players like Apple, Tesla, and Google, as well as a lot of startups due to that tech influence. It's also a hotspot for influencers like Joe Rogan and Asmongold and many other smaller creators. San Antonio, by contrast, is largely based around Department of Defense because of our military bases, Lackland, Randolph, and Sam Houston. Medical because of the South Texas Medical Center, as well as several other hospitals, as well as manufacturing because of players like Boeing, Toyota, and Holt. The median income in San Antonio is between $55,000 and $62,000. In Austin, that goes up to $85,000 to $92,000 median income. However, with that higher income tends to come a higher cost of living, and we'll get into that here in just a minute. In the meantime, I'll just summarize by saying if you already have a well-paying job lined up in Austin, definitely by all means go for it. If you don't have a plan before moving though, you might want to consider San Antonio a little bit more heavily. Austin is horrendous in this category. In my research, I found that the median San Antonio home between 1,600 and 1,800 square feet came in at a price point of $154 per square foot. Compare that to Austin, on the other hand, which had a whopping $275 per square foot. That's nearly double a San Antonio home. Renting sees less of a difference, but still leaning in the Alamo city's favor. I found that the median price for a 3-bedroom, 1,200 to 1,600 square foot rental was about $1,600. Compare that to Austin, which was experiencing about a $2,250 price point for the same kind of rental. It's also worth noting that San Antonio had nearly double the available rentals at 900 on the market, whereas Austin had less than 450. This category is by far where we'll see the biggest difference, and there are a few reasons for that. One of which is the fact that Austin grew so rapidly for so long that it started to be affected by speculative investing in a similar way to some of Canada's cities. Here are just a couple of examples of homes that are being marketed as investment opportunities, but really don't make any sense from a residential or rental perspective. San Antonio is definitely guilty of trapping some speculative investors. However, I find that that's mostly limited to overeager fix and flippers who spent too much on the rehab and got stuck on the wrong side of the rate hikes. Not so much the end buyer or residential buyer. San Antonio as a whole is fairly evenly priced, with homes of similar features and size being similarly priced regardless of their placement within the city. Contrast that with Austin, where you can find sharp differences based off of the location in the city. Before we get to our next topic, I need to ask you for a favor. I'm working on a video that'll be a deeper dive on how much it actually costs to live comfortably in San Antonio. I would love your ideas on where to start with that video, and if you'd like to be around for it when it hits, then please consider subscribing. Or don't. I-35 is notorious in Texas for its construction-related traffic jams. Now, both of these cities share I-35 as a main thoroughfare, but as somebody who has spent hundreds of hours in Austin traffic, I can tell you that San Antonio has it nowhere near as badly as the more northern city. San Antonio definitely has its fair share of slowdowns, but those slowdowns rarely become standstills. In Austin, however, good luck going anywhere and not getting 0 miles per hour at least once somewhere along the ride. Another point to consider if you travel a lot is the airports. San Antonio only offers about 50 direct flights, most of which are to the United States and Mexico. However, Austin offers about 100 direct flights to the United States and Mexico, as well as Canada, Panama, the Caribbean, the UK, Germany, and the Netherlands. As for things to do, both cities have a lot of things to consider, so I'll just rattle off a couple of them here. For San Antonio, you have the Tower of the Americas, the Japanese Tea Garden, the Pearl District, the San Antonio Museum, San Fernando Cathedral, which is awesome because you have Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett, and Travis's remains still interred there, and you can see the original bullet damage in the brickwork in the walls. The San Antonio Aquarium, SeaWorld, the San Antonio Zoo, Six Flags, and the Alamo. As for Austin, you have a few more things here as well. You have things like Barton Springs for swimming, bat watching if you like getting your blood sucked, the Oasis, which is beautiful, the sunset capital of Texas for sure, 6th Street if you like the nightlife, Austin City Limits Music Festival, as well as South by Southwest, the comedy scene, which is huge over there, live music, the Circuit of the Americas for F1, and of course the state capitol. Now to talk about the secret 5th category, politics. Now, most people don't want to touch this topic, but I will tell you that Austin in general tends to be very blue at its core. As you leave towards the suburbs and head out towards the countryside, it of course tends to redden out. And San Antonio is very similar in that it reddens out as you leave the city center, but San Antonio never really goes more blue than a balanced purple at its city center. Overall, you can sum up Austin as a smaller and more toned down California. San Antonio, by contrast, is much more in line with the rest of the state, a Texas abridged, if you will. Now guys, I made a list of the top 10 homes for sale in San Antonio right now, and I've linked that in the pinned comment, so if you're thinking about buying a home here, then go ahead and check that out. It's totally free. My compliment to you, and I update it every week, so it'll still be good when you're watching this video. Now keep in mind that we haven't even touched on the in-between cities of San Marcos and New Braunfels, which personally I tend to like and lean more towards than either San Antonio or Austin. Now that said, if you want to learn more about these homes, then be sure to subscribe because I will be publishing a video about those cities very soon as well.